Yo, what is good? My anime faithful, what is good, yo? I may get bodied in some of these fights because I'm playing at a high tier level, but talking and explaining some stuff may be difficult. But whatevers. Um, this week's episode of Pet really had me understand just how many weird plot points we could probably expect to see, because not only was one of the better um, better like twist of the show is the fact of how many people kind of have the same thought process of taking down the system or taking down certain types of people with the system built. Um, it's almost, there's a show I watch called like Stray Dogs where they had a rival group that pretty much put them in the same type of position, seeing how they both had different agendas they wanted to get done. There was always, like a team that when they're brought up, it's nothing good if they meet up during whatever they're trying to do. Sorry, it's super cold here. I'm trying to bundle up. um, So when I see things that remind me of these like certain organizations meeting up, or like these certain people just happening to have history and finally getting closer and closer to their overall goals, we see one person who has not really came out and told us specifically uh, time and time again what they've been doing behind closed doors, but this man modified his body to a ridiculous amount, to the point of someone who had taken everything from him didn't even recognize him, right? Like someone that should have looked a certain way by growing up that normal humans do, but with the modifications completely changed that and threw it out of the door. With having that much, thought process put into revenge alone, it's no wonder this episode was called that, because not only was this revenge being taken place, like actually in the show revenge, but it was the revenge of someone from last week getting what he gets, for actually doing what he did. And I pushed the wrong button, stupid. Um, which is nice. So it's not just like, hey, this episode of Revenge is about this one case of it. It's about what happens if you get your so-called revenge. What do you suffer afterwards? Um, what do you actually take as a whole because of what you did? Like what happens now thanks to your actions? And seeing the nightmares one of the main characters is having, I'm good. I'm super good. And that's why he crushed himself, right? Having part of your peak be absolutely turned into something like that to attack the person who is attached to clearly was supposed to be the end all be all. But since he had another quote unquote peak that he can kind of uh, go to with the help of somebody, and being so closely linked to it and helping create it, that's why he is back. So, interesting enough, he could probably think he could do this one more time and probably lose his life and leave his quote unquote pet as the last one standing to really take over the rest. Which would be interesting as a whole, in my opinion. If he leaves his pet with all this anger and rage to use it on everybody that doesn't coincide with the rules set by his owner. So, hold on one second. I needed some water. So, now with everything kind of popping off and showing us just who is truly in control of these powers, and who actually, I guess, thought these powers were maybe gone. They thought they wiped them all out, right? That's kind of weird. Seeing how well that means they've been not only hiding out, they've been conducting all of this stuff with no trace of it. So I'm guessing this starts all the way back to episode one with the scuba diver guy, scuba diver, the scuba, the scuba diver, and just the fact of the matter of why he had seen too much and it would be detrimental. So gotta wipe his mind. So this can't even be traced. So I'm interested. I'm really looking forward to what people are thinking of all this overall, because now it's kind of getting to the point where no one's safe once um, these babies are being created, and for some reason it seems like our two kids might not be able to make quote unquote babies. I don't know what the criteria of babies are, so that's still a mystery. But overall, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be when you're watching this. I'm your boy, the Anime G, and I look forward to talk to you in all the comments. Take care and peace. Steve, no.